Hey everybody, Rodamon here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 4 of The Last Autumn, which originally aired live on Twitch October 25th. New research. Steam reloading station would be really nice to get more resources out of my docks now that I've advanced docks. And cargo convoy. I can either return the crates or keep the resources. So, we found the people that these belong to. It was a convoy headed for Winterhome. Winterhome, if you remember from the first game, was the colony that collapsed. These are crucial parts for the operation of Winterhome's generator. They lost crates on the way. Without them, the construction of the generator might be compromised. And overwhelmingly, you say return the crates. Okay. Well, thanks for voting, guys. Obviously, I think this is... I don't really need to point this out, but it is pretty clear. If you end up stealing everything, the game is a lot easier. It's just, you get kind of nastier results. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 30 of my workers in for the support frame, the first support frame. That leaves me 20 additional workers that are sitting on their thumbs. What am I going to want to do with them? I want you guys to work here and here. My toxicity levels. Okay, my work sites are safe. That's good. It's actually great. And any of the workers that are idle right now, I'm going to allow them to build housing because I do have some homelessness. I have need of a few extra housing. Oh, come on. The bathhouse doesn't reach here. You're killing me. I mean, literally, that's going to kill me. Wanted. Okay, so someone is wanted back home from London. And either I can send him back to face justice or keep him. Because there's really no law up here. So if I send him back, I lose an engineer. If I keep him, discontent will rise. I have a lot of engineers. I got like 12 that I wasn't even expecting, but that doesn't necessarily mean I want him to face justice. So he claims he's innocent. He's wanted for several gruesome murders. I always sort of wondered if this is a Jack the Ripper event. If, like, this guy's wanted to be Jack the Ripper. And I think you all say send him back. Okay. Because several gruesome murders in the 1850s... maybe that's... I don't know. Maybe it's not Jack the Ripper. It's kind of the wrong time frame. Alright, please housing build. And Sky Collective, thanks for another gifted sub. What? Oh. Oh, God. I have like an extra coal pile of overflow. That's a problem. Okay, I have a ton of sick people. Really have no choice but to create another... Oh, stupid prostitutes getting everyone sick. Nope. It's not close enough to benefit the chapel. It's fine. This chapel will just have limited range. Let's get these houses built pronto. So we don't have sick people. And then I am going to get another infirmary. Because I don't want gravely sick people. That's really bad. Build the houses, bastards. I don't know why you're a bastard, but you are. Now. Congratulations. on your demotion. Okay, pausing. Engineers, go. All the engineers are no longer going to work in the brothel. I'm putting most of them back to work elsewhere. And then I have some extra workers. You are going to work in the public house. Sorry, not brothel. I misspoke. Unintentionally. Just moving some people around. I need, what, 2 more? Alright, put 2 more in there. Done. Let's enact extra rations for them so that they eat better and return back to the workforce sooner, because I'm going to need them. And then the cookhouse here is going to need some extra hands as well. So I'm going to pull from the docks that serve wood and have them cook some meals, because my food's a little low. Not concerningly low, but low enough. I'm also going to need to queue up some additional research. I did say I really wanted advanced fishing harbor, but I need a little bit of steel for that. Can I steal steel? I can steal steel. There. And you, at the mountain pass, have nothing to do. Time to march to an avalanche! Yay! It's not going to have negative consequences. Not at all. Alright, so I'm going to supercharge with my Steam exchangers this worksite to give 20% extra work progress. I am now just a day over schedule. Oh my god. It's brutal, dude. It's brutal. Alright, here is Site 120. We almost have all the structural profiles for the other support frame. And let's keep the foundry going. Just a little reminder, of course, that we need 25 steel composites for the generator itself, which we are cranking out just about as fast as we can. Spreading anxiety. Well, I have to ignore them because I don't have People's Militia or security outposts. So let me show you what security outposts or People's Militia are. The People's Militia is if we abolished privileges. So you remember when the engineers and the workers wanted to be at the same level? If we abolish privileges, then it could lead to People's Militia, which allows you to beat people into submission. We're trying not to go there, I think. I don't know. You guys made the choice of not to go down that path. So I trust you. And advanced fishing is researched. Cool. And you got to an avalanche field. Let's go to Rock Arch. I have 1 person unemployed. Oh, I have 1 engineer not employed. Here. Engineer work here. There. Alright, I have enough for the other support frame. And I'm going to create 2 more structural profiles. And then so that we can protect the other frame. And then everybody that's employed here, pause. Everybody that's employed here going straight into... Oh no, I need more profiles. Oh well. But now we're setting up both support frames, which should put us 2 days ahead of schedule. Good. Good. Alright, infirmary checklist. We'll get sick people back to the work site sooner. And then I'm also going to close this engineering site, or the second hospital, because I'm not using anyone. And put my engineers to work in the public house. And get the advanced fishing harbor up. Close the cookhouse because I have a lot of food. Put these guys, put 10 of them to work in the new work site and 10 of them to make profiles so that we can secure work sites. And shut down this infirmary. I don't need it. It is constantly a shuffling of workforce to try to stay as productive as possible. What I would say is my big bottleneck right now is steam reloading stations. I'm going to need steam reloading stations. And you know what? I haven't asked for anything from London for a while. So let me ask for 3 more steam exchangers so that I can unload the docks quicker. That's probably going to be my next build. I do need steel and steam cores for that, though. And I currently don't have that. And I'm also making steam exchangers so I can turbocharge the other work site. Here we are at Site 120. And we took 10 structural profiles, and I'm going to bring them back to the construction site, which means that all the people that were working in here don't need to. So let's shut this down, because we're about to bring the profiles back. Which then means... I'll put a gathering post up here, so that we can manually gather some steel, because that's currently our bottleneck. Our last hope. News from London. Thank you for investigating Site 120. We're sorry to hear their fate. Surely the workers you took in must know that must know more than they are letting on. We strongly suspect that subversive elements are hiding amongst them. Urge you to keep an eye out for dangerous syndicalists. Syndicalists? Like I don't know, whatever. According to reports all over the globe, cooling shows no signs of slowing down. With the other generator projects scrapped, your site is now Liverpool's last hope if the evacuation becomes necessary. You can count on us. I've just never heard of that word. So, I apologize for being a pleb. But, syndicalists is a weird word. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, we reached Rock Arch. Nothing here. Keep on moving. To a herd of reindeer. That sounds like a hunting ground. Alright. I really need... Ooh. People getting injured, sick, whatever. Five people work here. Collecting... Oh, what? Come on now. Seriously? Nothing's in range of this gathering hut? Screw you, hippies. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's getting colder. Screw the mask. I don't need mask anymore. It's getting colder. Motivation will fall even more each morning. So, let's give a motivational speech and an evening service to help offset that. I am going to put all of the... I'll keep the workers sitting there, but they're not actually going to be doing anything. Let's actually move them over to make structural profiles. Because the thing is, I need to get better unloading stations at my steel because we can't keep up. So I'm going to get that upgraded. And then you got to a rain of herd of deer. So let's set up camp and start shooting the deer. Oh, dear. And then my other scouts return to the city from Site 120 with the structural profiles, of which now I have a ton. Where'd I get all these? Oh, yeah, all right. We just finished, one of the structures. So we're 2 days ahead of schedule now. So I had to basically slow down production so that I can improve my docks so that the docks can keep up. Ah, crap. Thankless bastards are striking. Alright, negotiate the strike. Comfortable quarters would need me to make some additional housing for them. Or, alternatively, we could do hearty meals. Which makes me... Raw food gets processed into processed food at a worse rate. Or appease them with extra rations. Which doesn't mean that they won't strike. It just means that I might be able to stop the strike. Or I got to think about it. Which is that I do nothing and they stay on strike. Yoda is very angry that they went on strike. I've been very kind to the workers, so Yoda is dissatisfied. Okay, comfortable quarters took a minor edge there, so I will pass the comfortable quarters law. Motivation's gone up. And now I have 43 people that are homeless. Good. That's good. Let's cancel some of these so I can free up some wood for homes. There's no space. There. There's our homes. You damn bastards! Ingrates. Military checklists are done. That puts people back into the workforce quicker. What do I want next? Maybe high flow filters so that we use less coal, because I'm going to need to start stockpiling coal like it is my job. Oh, actually, no. You know what I really need is gather optimization so that we unload faster. We get more dock goods quicker. And with that in mind, I'm going to do a reload station here as well. You are empty, off. My food is full, so this should be closed down. Let's do some sawmills. I have a bunch of people that aren't currently working, so I need to put them to work doing something. So I'm going to have them chop some trees, because I can use the wood later on. Because I have 26 people that aren't doing anything. And then, you know what, you're going to collect coal for me for now. Just out of the ground. Whatever happened to that stupid gather hut? Gathering posts. I can't get it close enough to... Oh, whatever, you damn hippies. Alright, let's break down this road. I don't need it. I don't know how I gather that. I don't really care. I don't need to. It's not important enough. This can be off. I'm going to supercharge this site next time it's up. Now, you know what? I'm going to keep people working here. Because I'll keep making exchangers. A bunch more cores just arrived. I'm just going to ask HQ for more cores. More steam cores. I don't need people. I want to mechanize my workforce. Change of plans. The beginning of the end. Sir, a telegram from London. We are going to be cut off. The frost is coming sooner than expected. Royal Meteorological Service warns that the sea will freeze in 12 days, stopping all navigation and fishing. We will cease all shipments in about 10 days. Start stockpiling materials and food. The evacuation by an icebreaker is planned in 18 days. It is imperative that you complete the generator by then. Temperatures will fall drastically. Deliveries will end on day 37. You must finish the generator by day 45. I have a deadline. I'm 3 days currently ahead of schedule, but if I don't stay on task and I don't manage well, well, not, I mean, I won't face the news, but I will freeze to death. Or something worse. Okay, we are building the comfortable housing. Okay, so preparing for the cold opens a new tree of technologies, which is heaters, braziers, or healthcare insulation, which I will need to start researching soon. Yep. Yep. Wait, how do I still have homeless people? What? I built enough housing. Oh, come on. Alright, I guess one of these houses is going to be outside the radius of everything. So far, I haven't had anyone die, so, like, I'm going to try to keep that on track. But what I really am going to want to do is get... Oh, not enough steel. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's get that now. I want to start really stockpiling up my resources, and right now my coal sucks. So you know what I'm going to do? I am going to turn off my bathhouses. Sorry, dudes. No baths. To start stockpiling my coal. Because I don't have a lot of sick people. And the sick people that I have, I can give extra rations so they recover faster. I'll spend rations in lieu of coal. Because I'm low on coal and I really want my coal to go back up. Oh, here's all the workers. They're manually harvesting coal. Okay. If we take a look at the temperatures here, we're still comfortable everywhere. But that won't be true soon. Temperatures will drop soon. Alright. New laws. No, I don't need laws. What I need to do is I need to carefully manage my motivation because it will continue to drop. Research. I wanted gather optimization, so we gather from the docks faster, and then I'm going to research the better ventilators so that we ventilate better. Let's supercharge this. Progress is now 98%. I'm 3 days ahead of schedule, and that support frame just got constructed. Alright, what we really need is composites, so I'll keep them going. Kicking... I have so many unemployed workers right now. Cut down the trees! Cut down the trees! Everybody cut down trees. Or mine up coal. Or get put back into the docks. Done. Alright, so these steam reloading stations are going to help keep our docks very, very, very productive. Oh, you striking bastards. Yeah, bastards. Hearty meals, offer them the day off, appease them with extra rations. I'm just going to offer them the day off. It isn't critical that I have the machine shop running right now. Workers reject my offer. Alright, you get the full day off. What I will do, however, is... I'm going to make another machine shop soon. Gathering optimization. So now, right now, I am waiting on high flow filters, so I need 80 steel for that. That's what I'm waiting on. There we are, 80. And this uses less coal from our ventilators. I need better negotiation skills. You know what I could do? Is, if I burn a bunch of food rations, I do lower my strike risk. I didn't realize that they were, like, close to striking, though. They're just being, you know, pain in my butt. Alright, so my supply lines from home are going to cut off soon. I'm just going to keep asking for steam cores because I have a pretty healthy workforce right now. And you found some steel and some wood. How about you bring that back to my construction site right now? And then I'll send you back out. Alright, so the other thing I was going to do is build a second machine shop. But I'll do that once I have the resources. And then I'm going to queue up just a bunch of structural profiles so that I don't run out of wood storage. It's just a cheesy way of doing that, but I will cheese it. I ain't above that. Alright, so some of these houses are outside the range of a chapel, but I don't think I'm... you know what, whatever. I'll make another chapel. It's not that expensive. Steam cores don't strike. Yeah, true. Alright, so now everybody lives within chapel ranges except for these homes out on this stretch. But I'm going to move those homes over so that they do benefit. I'm knocking down a bunch of forests to do this, but I don't care. So let's build these streets and these houses. And that should keep motivation up because everybody will live under chapels. So I'm going to pause a second. So it's this house, and this house that didn't have any range benefits. And we're going to knock them down. And now everybody lives next to a chapel. Evening service. And motivation. Keeping my motivation up. Alright, everybody lives near a chapel. Now, as soon as I have enough resources for another machine shop, which is 60 steel, I'll get that. Done. One can strike and I'll have two. Suck it, hippies. I mean, did I say that out loud? Suck it, hippies. Alright, I'm putting some of my my lumberjacks to work in the profiles manufactory. And you came back with a ton of... Oh, God, I am full of wood. Alright, and have you venture out to explore Trapper Cabin. Alright. Move these guys and these guys into the machine shop. You can strike. I'll just open a new machine shop. High flow researched. So, tea and sympathy. You know what? Sure, yes. I will offer tea to everyone. It's tea time, dudes. God, that is good tea. For reals. That is some tasty. I don't regret that pun. I don't. Not at all. Alright, new research. What do we want? What do we want? We want advanced reloading stations so that we reload even faster. And we are working towards the core, which is 25 steel composites, but we really need 30. So let's go for 30. We are currently 2 days ahead of schedule. And I'm also building up steam exchangers so we can supercharge the core construction to get even further ahead. We're out of steel, you say? Well, you know what? Steal some. Dude, I'm on a roll. I am so sorry to you guys. It's really bad. It's really bad.
Workers, your work is over for today.
Okay, here's the boat with more steam cores. I'm going to ask for some more. Motivation's been kept up. Discontent has been kept down. I only need one more steel composite to start the core. Start the generator core. It's looking really good. I should probably start cooking, though. Let me, engineers, reallocate you to the cookhouse. Another thing I should do is to, what I need to do is get a lot more resource depots so I can really start stocking up. But that's what my research is for. I'm researching the advanced reloading stations so that I can unload the docks as fast as I can and stick all that resources. Because basically, we are going to get cut off from all supply lanes soon. And that's what I'm stocking up for the big cutoff. Hey, Bumper. Thanks for the follow. Yoda. Oh. I forgot my safety goggles when we needed to improve safety. Yoda's been sitting on my goggles the whole time. Here, I'll put these up here. Or here. They're kind of dirty and scratched up because they've served their purpose. Alright, so these guys are still... Are you still on strike? No, you're not on strike. Oh yeah, you are on strike. Or rather, I gave you the day off. That's fine. Okay, motivation drop for the day. And start. Alright, so now I can start the core. This is the generator core. I'm going to give safety procedures and protective structures to make it safe-ish. I'm going to pull most of everybody off of everywhere where they were working to get them working the core now. I want to make 5 extra composites. How many people do I need? I need 15 more. Where can I muster up 15 people? 1. And then 15. Oh boy. Alright, as soon as the last steam exchanger is made, I will supercharge it. I'm going to start researching charcoal kilns, which is to turn wood into charcoal. It's a very, very important resource to research to get later. Fire danger. There is some fire danger down in the core, and I need to make 5 steel components for fire dampeners. So there's 2 more. 1 and 2. Oh, troubled father. So this is pretty straightforward. A worker received a letter from his wife informing him that one of his daughters is gravely ill. Dire news such as this may impact the morale of the crew. Should we redact the part of the sick daughter? If I don't censor it, motivation will fall. If I censor it, discontent will rise. But, yeah, your choice. I've been managing my my motivation and my discontent, let's call it what it is, masterfully. So I'm not hit hard by these events. Let's just say when I was practicing this, I had playthroughs of this where like my discontent was off the charts and my motivation was nowhere. It's very, very, very easy to get crushed in this game. If you fall behind, you get crushed. But you all say don't censor, so I'll take the hit to the motivation, and I'll pay for it in, like, food in a moment. Sky Collective, thanks again for additional gifted subs. Uh-oh. Alright, so yeah, we're building the fire dampeners. Everybody that's working here can go supercharge it. Alright, so we are now 2 days ahead of schedule. Um, so I'm going to employ... You know what? I'm going to have a bunch of them collect coal. And then shut down this machine. Alright, you know what? Just in case of strike risk, I'm going to spread my risk around and have 2 of these shops open. So that if one strikes, I'm not screwed. Oh, I have so much wood right now. Timber! Okay, so we are 2 days ahead of schedule. There's the charcoal kilns. I'm going to get braziers now. Get some heating tech.
Workers, leave your tools in order.
We found some food rations at the trapper cabin. Not many, though. And what I'm going to do right now is to resources. Let's go ahead and make some kilns, and then also add some resource depots. I'm going to add like a bunch so that I'm able to sufficiently stock up. Alright, let's get another steam core. Okay, and here you stockpile coal, coal again, raw food, or cooked food, and raw food. Still balmy at exactly freezing. If you take a look, it is still comfortable, but it will get chilly. Alright, these kilns can be off for now. I don't need to be running them just yet. The reloading stations of the wood up here are not as good, but I can fall back to using sawmills. That's why I've upgraded the reloading stations for these docks, and not for this one. But I do have a bunch of steam cores in case I want to do something about that. Alright, I'm about to kick up my motivation through use of food. And it is cold. It just got cold. You guys really had to jinx that, didn't you? What have you done? There we go.
Get up, workers. Report for duty.
-10. So if you take a look, it is comfortable inside buildings. It is livable outside buildings. Yep. You done jinxed me. You know, the core site is, like, super not safe right now. Oh, God. They're gonna... that's not good. And it's also not that comfortable either. Oh, maimed by a machine. So, accident happened. The core is dangerous. Strike risk goes up. I did just mention this. Hold on. Motivation. Motivation. Yes, this is because, let me pause and move some of my engineers around. This is because it was not safe enough. I acknowledge that because of the level of toxic gases, and I didn't mitigate that risk by having another ventilation plant. So as a result, workers got injured. It's my fault. I am fully to blame. Oh, itchy-eyed. It's all those tears, crocodile tears for my workers. So I have put them into the hospitals, and I'm going to offer them extra rations as a mea culpa. Toxic gases will fall tomorrow, though, at least. Alright, so the braziers are researched. I think I'm going to get the extra ventilation plant so that this doesn't happen again. Oh god, here it goes. Okay, a distraught father. This is the father from before. Either I can keep him working, or I can let him leave to go visit his sick child. While you all vote on that, I'm going to make these a little bit more comfortable. I'm, like, tied up in my headset cable. There. The toque's going over. There we go. Oh, now I'm real warm. You can't help but to hear the distraught father and Dick Van Dyke's fake Cockney accent. Crikey! My daughter... No, that'd be Australian. Alright, well, my daughter is sick and I must go home to see her well. I won't ever do that again. Alright, we're gonna let him leave. Whether it's the right thing or do not, that's what you all voted on. You know what I could do? Hold on. All of my engineers... get out of the pub, go back to research, and then I will shift some workers around instead. Okay, yeah, let's let's temporarily shut down these docks, actually. Oh, I'm sorry about the fake accent. It'll never happen again, sir. Never happen again. Okay, so we have a lot of, some rising discontent about the dangerous work conditions. I'm currently researching technologies to help mitigate that. But it's not very mitigated yet. Alright, but it's said that toxic gases will fall. Another thing I could do is to turn on the bathhouses to help with the sick rate. Hey, we found steel composites and cores here. Let's go back to the construction site. Do I have any... I don't believe I have any unexplored sites left. As you can see, they're all explored now. Actually, you know what? You guys, in the lumber mill, go work at the core. Oh, wait, what the heck? Where'd extra people come from? Whatever. I'm about it. I don't have any of my docks running, but I have been cheesing it by putting a bunch of structural profiles. So I have like 1,000 wood saved in my profile manufactory here because I've like queued up so many. Cheese, yes, but like, come on, it's a wonderful cheese. All right, I'm actually going to employ all of my researchers researching now. All my engineers and the people that work in the kitchen are going to be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I mean, 4, 5. Shuffle them around. Okay, we're almost done with the backlog of sick people from the core problem. Oh, God. Structural profiles, yes. Alright. I should have waited till the start of the workday, but whatever. It's not that big of a waste. And I'm going to start manufacturing more structural profiles as well.
Get to work. Report
Okay, so this is harmful but not dangerous anymore. Uh-oh. Aw, crap. There's a fire in the core. Oh, okay. Just had to go wrong, right? So I can evacuate the workers, crippling the generator, cut off the air supply to put the fire out, use the fire dampers or the emergency safety systems, but the workplace is not safe enough. So, evacuate the workers. The generator will be prone to malfunction. Some workers will be injured. All progress on the core will be lost. All progress. Cut off the air supply. The generator will be normal quality. Many workers will die. Discontent will rise greatly. Strike risk will rise greatly. Use the fire dampeners. So I did invest in fire dampeners. The generators will be of normal quality. Workers will be gravely injured. Some progress will be lost on the core. So all progress lost on the core, workers injured. Some progress lost on the core, gravely injured. Or the worst possible situation where everyone dies and everyone's pissed. Yeah. Cut off air supply is not great. Now, if I did manage to get the third option, use the emergency safety systems, or the fourth option, I should say, I would have needed the extra ventilation, but I didn't have it in time. And this looks to be a runaway choice. Use the fire dampers. So what's going to happen here is I do have 5 amputees. There's going to be 5 amputees in my care house as a result of my negligence. And I got to live with that. I'm going to allocate some more workers to work on the core now. I almost have enough for... I almost can turbocharge it again, so I'm working towards that as well. It's okay, Rad. It's not real. I know. Still feels bad about getting a bunch of people amputated. All right, next thing, I am going to research heaters. Actually, is there something better than heaters? Yeah, I'm going to research the charcoal kiln. So... the braziers heat up areas around them, much like these steam vent things from the last, from the original game, the base game. Alright, so my foragers have returned safely. The thing is, I don't think there's any reason for them to go back out, so I'm going to disband them instead, allowing me to have access to some additional workers, which is a really good thing because I need them. And then this whole foraging, I'm going to break down. I don't need people out there anymore. Alright, so this core is 54%. I'm only a day ahead of schedule. You know what I didn't do is, the extra ventilation plan. The workday is not over yet. Where's my wood? Coal. So my food rations is about to max out. Alternative design. Discontent will rise slightly. Strike risk will rise for 2 days. Or, of course, construction will advance 10%. It's such a no-brainer, I'm not even going to have you vote. Why would I not want that? Okay, so what I need to do is I need to put more depots for food. So I have them queued up now. And then, as far as Book of Laws go, I need to deal with whether I am going to do medical repatriation or prosthesis shipments. So either I ship them home or I ship prosthetics here. And you all can vote on that, because I do have 5 amputees. And that's up to you. Alright, I just supercharged the site. That's real good. Kiln just got researched. Let's get even better kilns. I'm killing it. Sorry. I'm really not sorry. I say sorry, but, like, you know I'm lying, so, like, I don't know how that makes you guys feel. Bad? Does it feel bad? Alright, I'm queuing up a bunch of kilns here. And we gotta make room for some... I'll finish the damn project. Oh, but pole is prosthesis. Alright. Big mecha.
Rules and regulations have changed.
Alright. I just ordered 5 prosthetics for my workforce. And I increased the food ration capacity a bit as well. I have 13 people who are currently not employed. There we are. Okay. We are 2 days ahead of schedule, and we are 5% progress towards the completion of the core. And then we need to build the housing around it. Alright, I'm actually going to put these coal workers back to work on lumber. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. And... there. Move them all around. Okay, as soon as I'm able, I'm going to hit evening service and motivational speech. Trying to keep my motivation above the critical mark. And we are 9,900. New milestone. Assemble the generator. Now erect 2 parts of the thermal hall, which will make up the central part of the generator. After it's done, the generator will be ready. This is the final milestone. I'm going to pause. If we take a look at the generator, the thermal hall is 25 steam exchangers, 10 steel components. So let's get that going. I do have 50 people that are now unemployed because that project's currently done, so I'm going to put them mining steel. And I'm going to put them, 10 of them, into the kilns here, making charcoal. And let's go for steam exchangers. Whoa, what's going on there? How about no? Oh, the end of toxic danger. Okay, so there's no longer any toxins coming out from the pit here, so all of my ventilation plants I am shutting down. As we no longer need ventilation at all, i.e. we are going to be stockpiling up on coal like mad people. Let's go to resources here, and 1, 2, 3 more coal storages. Paranoid? Mayhaps. Actually, you know what? Off. I put you into work here. And here. Let's get those steam exchangers and composites fast. So, alarming rumors. So the alarming rumors, sir, it seems that word of the latest news from London have spread across the camp. People whisper all sorts of wild tales, but the most widespread rumor is that everyone will be left here to die. Are you going to do something about this? So, of course, they are sending an icebreaker out to us. So this is a rumor. But I can either let people talk, or I can explain the situation where discontent will rise greatly, motivation will fall. And if I let them talk, there might be unforeseen consequences of the rumors. And it looks like you all are voting to not keep them in the dark. Cool. Leave it up for a few more seconds. Finish the poll. All right, let's explain the situation. So my motivation did take a hit, but boom, and boom, I counteract that hit with my own hit, using a little bit of my food to counteract, and chaos is rising. So, with the heart of the generator finished, the project is well on the way to completion. Well done. Amidst the political turmoil back home, word got out that most of the generators won't be operational on time, except for mine, man, except for mine, causing widespread panic. The interim government has set up a lottery system, but people claim it is rigged. The situation is volatile. Authorities brace themselves for riots. The country is sinking into chaos. Well, that's not my problem. So we are, just a little reminder here, of course, I need 25 steam exchangers, 10 composites. I'm at 5 composites already. Here is 10. And then we will keep cranking out these steam exchangers as fast as I am able to make them. The bellows just got researched, which is the best possible charcoal manufacturing. So I'm going to research radiator extensions for my braziers. A taste of home. I know what you guys are going to vote on, but a man's... Alright, I'll read it. Sir, although many people back home are facing starvation, a well-off relative of one of our engineers sent him a large parcel full of treats. Should we hold on to the food or let him have it? If I give him the parcel, nothing happens. If I confiscate it, discontent will rise. We'll get extra food rations. Keeping in mind that, of course, I have 1,267, I believe, extra food rations right now. I've been really good at amassing food. So giving him the parcel is the popular choice. Okay, we'll let him have it. Yeah, I have plenty of food rations to spare at the moment, and I'm acquiring more. All right, so the prosthetics are on their way. Let's keep these steam exchangers cranking out. Oh, coal and coal. Yep. The reason why I have 2 machine shops, we are very much in a situation where we need to be cranking them out. So that's why I have as many as I do. And here we'll do food rations. Build up a nice supply. Because, of course, as a little reminder, the sea is going to freeze over. We will no longer be able to fish, and we will not get our docks. Shipments won't come to the docks. Now, the thing is, the docks won't generate produce, but the reloading stations will still have materials to unload for a bit. But we're heading to a situation where... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. We're heading to a situation where soon we will be cut off from resupply. Hence the charcoal kilns, right? So that we can produce our own coal and not rely upon the coal production from shipments. And all the while, I am quickly trying to research technologies to keep us warm. So we did just get some prosthetics shipped. I have a bunch of steam cores, but like, I'm going to get 10 extra prosthetics just in case, or 6 and 1 steam core. I don't know why I want all these steam cores, but like, whatever. I'll rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them. Alright, and a bunch of our amputees are re-entering the workforce now. Good stuff. Thank you for watching episode 4 of The Last Auto, which originally aired live on Twitch October 25th. If you'd like to catch a live stream, Radamont.com has both the countdown timer and stream schedule. We have a little bit of daylight savings coming up, so obviously some air times are going to change depending on where you live. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch y'all next episode. Farewell.